Randolph Childress.
Yes, sir.
Is UConn a blue blood?
No.
I actually agree with Randolph.
You don't think UConn's a blue
I agree
blood?
What if they win this week? It'd be 5 national titles since 1999.
They've got more titles since '99 than anybody.
Yeah,
Two more if they win this week.
Here's why. This is why they're not yet a blue blood, but why
you
David
mean yet?
Hurley has a chance to get him there. Because listen, this is why.
Listen to
There's
downplaying
basically a
UConn.
15 to 18 year window where they were one of the best programs in college basketball. And I'm not talking about like the early 90s when they made it to Sweet 16s. I'm not talking about like getting to an Elite Eight with Tate George. I'm talking about national titles. I'm talking about top 5. I'm talking about where you go into every season with the expectation of being a Final Four contender. Not just a team like, hey, if we get the right draw, maybe it'll work out for us. There was a 15-year stretch where that was them, and that was all Jim Calhoun. If you want to be a blue blood, it can't be one coach getting you there for like a 2-decade stretch. It's got to be something where you go from Dean Smith to Roy Williams. It's got to be something where you go from Roy Williams to Bill Self. Where it's got to be something where you are Kentucky and you're winning titles over the span of 60 years. It doesn't matter who your coach is, right? There's got to be something where with Duke, like look at what Duke did with Coach K, right? They won something in the 80s. They won something in the 90s. They won something in the 2000s. They won something in 2015.
It was 5 decades, wasn't it?
Hey,
5 decades.
I'll say this. Your blue bloods, in my opinion, when kids come from all over the country, no matter who was the coach, no matter what was going on, and go to those schools. And I don't think they've done that yet with UConn. Listen, they're great. No issues with them. But name me a kid that's come from Midwest or West to come no matter who's coaching. It doesn't matter.
They do have one of the best recruiting classes in the country.
For Georgetown?
No,
For
UConn.
UConn?
They have one of the best recruiting classes in the country.
They took a Fat
I
Five picture.
don't want to be mean to RC, so I'm not going to do it. But if you want to talk about a national recruiting class,
listen.
Stacey, I'm going to be nice to you, and I'm not going to embarrass you.
No. Trust me.
Okay?
No.
Look at me. I'm taking the professional way.
Take a professional way out of it. I appreciate that.
I'm not going to tell you that.
Professional
that's
all the way
that's
from
a
I'm not
row
going to tell you
6.
about the 5-star they got coming in from Georgia. I'm just not going to tell you about that.
Well, I played with his dad at Wake. So trust
you-
me, I
so
know
you
him
should
well.
know.
I know him well.
You don't have any.
I know him well. His
What
dad
is-
played with me at Wake.
Do you think? I'm going to ask Rob
Hey,
this
did you see
first.
that flex, by the way?
Oh, he totally flexed.
I played with his dad at
No.
Wake.
I'm just letting you know I knew who you were talking about. That's all.
Yeah, okay. Here's my thing. In your opinion, in what world is Miami winning Saturday night?
In what world?
Yeah, like do you
It
think they'll
happened
win?
in this world.
Do you think they'll win?
In this world.
I don't think that they'll win, but I think that it's very possible for them to win. Here's what
Why?
basically needs to happen. 2 things need to happen. One, Norchad needs to have like one of those 20-20 games where he goes nuts.
Possible.
Where he is a great rebounder. He dominates the paint. He doesn't allow Sanogo to get position on him. If he is the best big man on the floor, Miami's got a chance. Then you need 2 of Isaiah Wong, Nigel Pack, Jordan Miller to go nuts. And I'm talking like 30.
Well, they both can. They can do that.
You need them to go nuts because I don't think that Miami's going to be able to stop UConn. I think if you want to go to Bet Rivers, find the UConn team total, whatever it is, take the over on it because they're putting up 85 tomorrow.
They putting up what?
They're putting up 85 on Miami. Miami wants to get up and down. They'll get up and down.
But the game might be 88-85.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It
If
needs
Miami
it
has
needs to be for Miami to have a shot.
Yeah, if Norchad can hold his own in the paint and the guards go nuts. And I'm just not just talking about like they have like 18 and 5.
No, but
I'm talking
Rob,
about like 30.
3 straight games. Wait, 3 straight games. How many teams can say this?
Hey, Fanta,
Three-
I'm going to be professional here.
Well, hold on.
I'm
3.
using Rob's line.
Can I get the notes before you do that?
No, go ahead, please.
3 straight games. They've had 3 different players, Miller, Wong, and Pack, go for at least 26 points.
That's big.
All right.
I think they need 2 of them. don't
What's
you?
your line?
I think Miami wins the game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Randolph Childress has declared Miami's winning Saturday night.
I'm seriously. Listen. I think it's going to be a hell of a game. I think everybody's
I do
taking
too.
this role. And I said this the other night. You're going off of how UConn has played in this tournament, and they've blown
Look
everybody out. They've been great.
I'm with
There
you.
you go.
I'm with you.
You're picking Grandpa?
Miami's resume in this tournament is probably more impressive. Look at who they beat to get here. They weren't favored to beat Drake.
Yeah, but Connecticut's won by a combined 90 points.
They beat Iona and St. Mary. If we played them again, you would pick them to win those games.
I'll twist this on you because I agree with this. If it's a close game, UConn hasn't been in a close game.
No, that's my point.
And
what's the concern we have with UConn in close games?
Their guard play.
Who can create the shot?
Who is going to create a shot against their switching when they can't draw up a play to get a shot? When they got to give the ball to somebody.
I don't think that it matters against Miami because I don't think Miami has good enough defenders. Miami's got to put up 90 to beat them. And Miami can put up 90 very easily against anybody in the country.
And I think, listen, Rob, the reason why I think it's a dangerous game
they're not going to stop
from a style standpoint is because UConn hedges every ball swing.
Yeah.
And now, when you get that ball moving, as Miami will, they're going to be driving closeouts. They're going to score. It's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah, that's exactly
There's no question
what I'm
about it. I think the difference will be if they completely dominate them inside, dominate them in the glass. Miami's got to get some turnovers and turn them over, but it's going to be a high-scoring game.
I
Miami's
I
score.
100% agree with that, and that's why I'm saying, like, if Nigel Pack and Isaiah Wong both go nuts, Miami can win. Like, they got a very real chance to win that
I don't
game.
think they need to go nuts.
Who, Goodman? I don't know.
They looked really good in Vegas.
So Jeff's got Miami too.
UConn looked really good.
Jeff's just now. Hey,
they looked as good.
They look good. They are
as
good.
I've seen a team play.
Who?
UConn in the last.
They're
since probably Baylor.
I agree with you.
They are playing as well as anybody has played in the last 3 to 4 years.
Can I play devil's advocate though?
Yeah.
You play an Arkansas team that we know can't shoot from me to you.
That's a good line.
I'm just.
That's a good line. That's a good line.
I'm not exactly.
Are you saying they would struggle on the pop-up shot here to the left?
I guarantee you, I'd take my chances with the four of us on that than I would Arkansas perimeter shooting.
I would beat.
And I'm not saying they're not good.
Ricky Council.
That's all right. I'll take your chances.
I would just like to say for the record,
sure.
we already tried to play that pop-a shot, and when it pops up and you see that last score and it says 20,
wow.
Dagan Hughes.
I believe you.
Oh, he's a baller. He's a baller. At Seton Hall, he was a
Not the best shooter
baller.
in the world. Not the best shooter in the world.
Just for reference, the high score 75. If Dagan got 20.
It's 80.
It's the first day that it's been here, T.O. You can go set it. You could set it.
There was no reference point there. I'm just giving reference, that's all. No, UConn they're playing as well as any team I've seen since Baylor. Truth be told, they're that good.
I agree.
However, they haven't been in a close game of the tournament. And one thing we do know.
Now, wait a minute.
One thing we do know is that RC picked Iona to beat UConn. Don't let him get away with that, Fanta.
Who said that? King
Angie.
Angie got you,
And
baby.
excuse me, Randy.
I said I did.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Randy. Randy says I went to Best Cuts. Randy, I
don't know about that one.
Someone does this, Randy. Why don't go to Best Cuts?
I don't
Randy.
I don't either. Hey,
I didn't say UConn wasn't impressive. I said they were impressive. I just
your
said
ass to
Miami's resume
worst
was
cut.
Hey,
impressive.
here's the thing. If it does get close, shot creation goes in favor of Miami.
That's all I'm
if
saying.
the game is close. That's the one thing. If you're UConn that concerns you. If they can keep it close, you're going to have to really play well defensively, which they can. There's a lot of length on that perimeter. That's the whole thing.
My question to you guys is, creating your own shot.
Yeah.
If you had to list the top 3 guys in this game, how many of them are on Miami's roster?
3. All 3.
2 or 3.
That's the point. That's what I'm saying.
That's a great
I just
point.
don't think that UConn's going to blow them out.
No.
Could they win an offensive rebound or something like that? I can see that.
This is the championship game right here.
I disagree.
I disagree.
No, it's not.
Absolutely.
No, it's not.
That's a cakewalk from there on.
San Diego State is tough as nails,
I think
man.
San Diego State is so underrated and
I think San Diego
unappreciated.
State
Man.
I do think both Miami and UConn beat the brakes off of San Diego.
San Diego State will be favored against Miami.
No,
but they're a great. Hold on.
I think that's the opposite. I think Miami is the kryptonite to San Diego State.
That's what I was going to say because you can swing the ball.
Because you cannot
that doesn't
control
mean that they
the
won't
pace.
be favored.
No
what you're talking about is the
way.
matchup. What I'm talking about
I'm picking Miami as
No.
most.
Today's episode of the Field of 68 After Dark is presented by our partners over at Underdog Fantasy, the easiest place to play college basketball pick'em, where you can win real cash prizes simply by picking player stats in this weekend's Final Four games. In pick'em, all you do is pick whether a player will go higher or lower on Underdog's projected totals, whether it's points or rebounds or assists or all of them combined. If you're like me and you think Adama Sanogo is going to go nuts this weekend, pick higher on his points projection, pick higher on his rebounds projection, maybe throw in a lower on Matt Bradley's scoring totals, a higher on Isaiah Wong, whatever it is that you like. Put them all together, and if you hit them all, then you can win as much as 20 times your money on a single game. Underdog's slick mobile app is easy enough that dummies like Jeff Goodman have even figured out how to use it. So go to UnderdogFantasy.com or download the app and use the code FIELD, that's FIELD, to get a 100% deposit match up to $100.